Hi, my name is Sandy Garcia, and I'm here to talk to you about the relationship physical activity has with intelligence and academic success. At the age of 6, I began playing soccer year-round in my town soccer league and later joined the high school team. This meant that I was running around and socializing with my teammates daily. When I'd come home, I noticed that I was able to focus on my homework and understand what it entailed, which led to academic success in the classroom. This ability to do well in school at an early age followed me all the way to high school. I'm now a triathlete and valedictorian in my class. Because of this, physical activity plays a vital role in improving intelligence and academic success, which is why it needs to be implemented into early childhood. Common physical activities that children participate in recess are running, soccer, basketball, or jump roping, just to name a few. And what these activities have in common is the fact that they're all aerobic activities. And aerobic activities get your heart rate pumping and allow oxygen to flow through your brain. Thus, and when this happens, you're increasing vital components like thinking as well, and also your intelligence, since they go hand in hand. Physical activity allows children to think, resolve conflicts, focus, and most importantly, maximize brain function. Children can learn naturally through the time they receive outside during recess. This is a time where they can do anything they want and they're not limited to the guidelines in the classroom, which means the knowledge they're subconsciously gaining is unlimited as well. Taking a break from the curriculum inside is like a reset button to the mind, since they're able to go take a break and then come back with a fresher mindset. John Locke, a philosopher from the Enlightenment era, stated that a mind becomes filled with knowledge through the experience people encounter, along with the way they reflect upon that experience gained. During recess, children have the ability to gain a lot of experience through multiple scenarios like playing kickback or soccer, and they also have the time to reflect upon that experience as well. Therefore, to increase one's knowledge, you have to increase the amount of experience they're exposed to, and recess allows or gives the children that opportunity. Recess allows children the time to think, learn beyond what they know, which increases their intelligence. A child's attention span is only 30 minutes long, so after that they don't retain much information. And once they sit too long, they start to get impatient and they disrupt the classroom, which eventually leads to the teacher getting mad and giving a halt to the lecture, ultimately giving the kids a break, but that's not the break they need. To get rid of restlessness, the only logical way to get rid of restlessness is therefore by giving them the time to get it out of their system. The LINK Project, or Let's Inspire Innovation in Kids, is an organization that wants to strengthen the public school system and address the problem of children losing focus by putting more emphasis on physical activity. And Deborah Rhea, the girl on the left, she believes that she did a study that showed you need 4 15-minute breaks, 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, to increase a person's attention span and behavior as well. The LINK Project was implemented into 2 Texas private schools, and improvements in focus and academic success were great. So David Farman is a researcher that believes the opposite. He believes that there's not enough time in school and that we actually need to lengthen the school day because it's not enough time to give children all of the components they need to know and actually understand them. However, the attention span of a child is only 30 minutes, therefore they don't retain much after that. And when you're sitting down for over 20 minutes, your brain doesn't get enough oxygen, and therefore eventually falls asleep. Physical activity allows oxygen to flow through the brain, essentially keeping it awake. Recess not only benefits the child, but it also benefits the teacher as well, since they're able to take a break and review their lessons plan and come back and communicate more effectively with the child, thus enhancing the knowledge the child is learning. Good educators are also an important factor in increasing intelligence. Christopher Briglin is a researcher at Psychology Today, and he believes that, or he talks about hormones called growth factors that aid the hippocampus, a region crucial for learning and memory. And these hormone factors are released when a person undergoes physical activity. Another way that physical activity impacts the brain is involving the FNDC5 molecule, which produces irisin, and a lot of irisin is increased during physical activity, and a lot of irisin leads to increments in the brain-derived neurotropic factor proteins, BDNF, and those proteins activate genes in cognition and also create more neurons in the brain. The Boston University School of Medicine did research and found that recognition memory is directly correlated to high levels of BDNF and physical activity. Therefore, when the child, after the child undergoes physical activity, they're able to remember more, and they can actually remember what they learned the day before and apply that to tests, and they have increasing test scores. This just goes to show that exercise also affects rodents' brains, and they found the BSUM researchers did a study where they studied the brain of the rats when they were in the running wheel, and it also shows that they have BDNF proteins and MDC5 molecules, and that further shows that physical activity is not only important to humans but rodents as well. So the solution is simple. It's not about cutting out class time or making school days longer. It's about using your time wisely and eliminating time wasted on miscellaneous tasks like talking about irrelevant topics in school or packing up 10 minutes early to go home. That's valuable time that can be implemented to create or even add more breaks for physical activity. Just like the LEAP project stated, 4 15-minute breaks, 2 in the afternoon and 2 in the morning, are just enough to improve academics. In fact, the United States participated in a study with 57 other countries and found that Japan, Korea, Canada, and Finland surpassed the US academically. Finland students take 15-minute breaks after every 4 or 5 minutes of lecture, and Japan and Korean students take 10-minute breaks after every 40 minutes of lecture. JFK tried implementing physical activity into public schools during his presidency because he understood that mental and physical vigor went hand in hand. The United States is falling behind in terms of academics and won't be able to catch up unless it realizes that the answer is here, just as it was during JFK's presidency. The key to improving intelligence is physical activity, which is why it needs to be implemented during early childhood.
What evidence did you gather that you didn't use, and why?
During my paper, there was also another evidence from disease control and another one from Miguel and his partner, where they talk about how during physical activity in recess, children encounter physical, cognitive, and emotional skills that are necessary during childhood. And I didn't include this, but it was they stated that eliminating recess altogether is not beneficial to anyone, not even teachers.
And then what additional questions emerged from your research?
Well, I started researching, and then I found that I wanted to know more about how physical activity also affects animals as well, like how I showed the rats. And I wanted to see like if there's increments more in rodents' brains or in children's brains, and I want to see how physical activity impacts them.
Thank you.